recent poll showed some surprising opinions for Americans growing weed at home. So with so many states legalizing cannabis and whispers of federal reform getting louder by the day, it's no surprise that the vast majority, 9 out of 10 Americans, support legal pot. But how do they feel about the ability to grow at home? According to new data from Harris Poll and Royal Queen Seeds, most folks give home grow the thumbs up. A survey of 2,000 adults ages 21 and over found that 59% of Americans believe that people should have the right to grow weed at home. It's a significant number since many states that have legalized adult use cannabis still forbid home grow. Not surprisingly, support for home grow was even higher among cannabis consumers. Approximately 81% of pot smokers feel that growing at home should be permitted across the country. Around 62% of consumers said they would prefer to grow their own rather than buy it at a dispensary. Approximately 1/4 of the cannabis consumers polled said they have grown at home. Around 1 in 5 expressed a desire to give it a shot. A lack of space and knowledge around cannabis cultivation were among the reasons for refraining. Of the cannabis consumers who have grown at home, around half said doing so gives them a sense of confidence, a sense of joy, and a connection with the earth. Over half reported playing music for their plants, something we do also, and more than a third believe that home grow is higher quality than what's available in dispensaries, and in a way I oftentimes agree with that. But the data shows what Royal Queen Seeds has known for decades. Growing cannabis at home is more about just the final product. It allows people to connect with nature, and it is just plain fun. Shai Ramsai, president of, I think I butchered that name, president of Royal Queen Seeds told Green State. Opponents of home grow argue it emboldens the illicit market, which may explain why the practice has less affirmative support than straight legalization. But given that the majority of Americans agree that growing at home should be legal, advocates hope legislators will take note as new markets come online. So I'm curious, you guys, why do we think that support for legalization is at 90%, whereas support for home grow is just under 60? Is it the campaigning by some of these MSOs to restrict home grow? Is it this idea that home grow is dangerous for the regulated market and for people in general? What do you guys think? Why is there a number discrepancy?
Well, I think. Oh, go ahead, Tony.
I think that the main discrepancy could be the people could think that the smell could be so pungent and so overbearing that it could tell people in and around, maybe neighbors or, even people who may just live in the house. And I think that that may be the main thing that deters people from growing inside their homes. They don't understand that there are things you can do for ventilation, to get fresh air inside there to help the plant. So I just think that in my case, I will believe it's because they think the smell of the plant is what's going to be a hindrance.
It's called a carbon filter.
Now, yeah, but you're assuming that the average person knows stuff like that. They generally have to go to a grow shop and then get upselled to buy all this stuff just for that. I think one of the big reasons for this, Rochelle, is that Americans want the freedom to be able to consume, but they don't want to have the hassle of actually producing itself. So therefore, they don't care about it as much as they do as far as having access to it to consume for themselves. I mean, you just take a look at tomatoes, and anyone can grow tomatoes, but still a majority of Americans go and purchase their tomatoes at the produce market or the grocery store, or, you know what I'm saying, something along those lines. And so therefore, just because they have the ability to do it doesn't mean they're going to do it.
Right, but I think we all agree that we should have the right to grow tomatoes at home.
Well, we all do.
Whether or not. So, right. But then therefore, should we have the right to grow weed too?
Well, yeah, I think we do, but that goes along with my point, is that the only people that are going to care about that right are the people that want to grow at home. A majority of people aren't going to care about it because it doesn't affect them, so it's not going to be something that's in their wheelhouse that they feel that they need to put time and energy into.
I think it's a mixture of that and also some good old "what about the kids" propaganda that has people not wanting to be able to feed the illicit market with home growers. But 100% we should be able to grow. I've got a big brown thumb, so I'd buy or receive gifts from any of you guys that were growing. But I'm behind it.
You have a big brown thumb, huh, Stone?
Big brown thumb? Where's that thumb been? I kill shit. I mean,
from rolling up.
Listen, I can grow my animals and humans, but I can't grow plants.
Interesting. Interesting. You water
Very
humans, huh?
interesting.
Yeah.
He just rolls it up. Let's just a brown thumb guy, too brown. Just rolls it up.
Something else.
Oh boy. Dale, are you with us, Dale? Can you hear us? You're on mute, Dale.
You're on mute too, big dog.
No. You're gonna have to refresh your Discord or something, then, Dale, because we cannot hear you. Oh, now we can see you, Rico, and you sound a whole hell of a lot better.
Oh, look at Rico.
Hopefully my sound comes back.
Hopefully.
Look at Rico now.
Yeah, look at you. Look at you.
Look at you now. Look, you made it now. Look at you, man.
All over the place
now, himself.
Yes. Well, we're gonna go to a commercial. We're gonna be right back.